today, we'd work on this song called The Rose. You remember it? It's an oldie, back in the 70s. You probably heard Bette Midler sing it. She made it quite famous when she did the movie Janice. And it's a beautiful, beautiful song. And I thought today we would learn how to play it fingerstyle. It's actually a slow song, and it's pretty simple, I think. For the most part, the melody's simple. We're going to do it in the key of G. And what we're going to do is we're going to learn it by playing the chords and the melody in between. And we're going to finger pick that out. And so I'm going to show you this way by first going through the melody. Well, we'll go over the chords, go through the melody, and then we'll put those together and to bring the song out. And I think you're going to find it's pretty easy once you start getting familiar with picking out the notes of the song, okay? Because if you already know the chords, which are G, D, C, and then B minor, and then E minor. And those are the chords pretty much for this song. That's it. So you got G, D, C, B minor, and E minor. So if you know those chords, then you'll play those chords in between picking out the melody. And what I mean by that is you'll notice I picked that melody out using these two fingers on strings 3 and 2. I didn't have to go anyplace else. You don't really have to change the strings on playing the melody until you get to this part where you go to the B minor and then to the E minor. And we'll go over that. But what we're going to do is we're going to play the melody, and in between we're going to put the chord in there, and the chord will meld in and be part of the melody, okay? So let's give it a try. And again, we're going to look at those chords, and then we'll go through the melody, and then we'll marry it together. But first, let's just real quickly go over the finger picking. What I do is I dedicate my thumb to string 6, 5, and 4. And these 3 fingers, first finger takes string 3. I always count 1, 2, 3. You know, the high E is the 1. So strings 3. And the middle finger is string 2. Ring finger is string 1. Okay? So there we go. So these fingers, for the most part, are going to be picking those strings. It's not that they never pick outside it. But for the most part, that's the rules. Thumb takes care of 6, 5, 4. Fingers take care of 3, 2, 1. Okay? And so when you pick, you see that? Now you'll notice when my hand is relaxed, it just has a little bit of cupping here. I'm not pronounced way up here. I've seen people try to pick, and they're like up here, and there's no way you can do that. You have to bring this wrist down so that it's straight, not necessarily touching the strings, unless you do it on purpose. There's reasons to do that, so that when you muffle that string, you can get that sound, that boxy sound. But for the most part, it's just right above, and it's straight. You'll see it. See how it looks? And my hand is in front of the finger, the sound hole. My shoulder is pretty straight here, but I have a small body guitar. I'm playing a Furch Pioneer right now. It's a beautiful guitar made by in the Czech Republic by Furch. So that's how I'm finger picking. So you're going to have to get used to that. I do have videos on fingerstyle picking with exercises that you can use to help you get used to that thumb and using those fingers to pick in between. So look back at my videos and see if you can find it. I do have like almost 700 videos out there, so I know they're in folders, but sometimes it's hard to find. But take a look, it's there. Okay, so here we go. Let's first go through the chords one more time. And I have to be real careful because there's copyrights on this song, so I do it pieces at a time, and that way we don't run into any problems. Okay, so the first chord we have to remember is the G chord. And I'm doing the G chord this way. And you'll notice I free up that finger by playing it this way. You don't have to, but it saves work in terms of when I want to reach that note. Watch what I do. See what I mean? Now I could do it this way, but then I have to move. So it's up to you what you're comfortable with, but the G chord, I'm usually doing it this way. Okay? All right. So then there's the D chord. Well, actually, we'll go to the C next. And I just do just a standard C. And then D. I mean a G. It's good. It's really hard to do this. You know, I sit down and I try to show it to you, and then I mess it all up. So you just have to bear with me. We'll get through it. Okay, so here we go again. There's a G, D, C, G, G, D, C, okay, and then there's the G. And then we go to this next part. Dun, dun, dun. That's the B minor. And that middle finger is grabbing that with that B minor. If you want, you don't have to lay down that first finger on the second fret first string. You could just play those three notes, 4, 3, 2. And it's like an A minor shape there. But if you're comfortable, you want to grab that second fret first string, it sounds good. E minor, C, then it's just a repeat. So that's the chords. Now, let's go over the melody, okay? We're not going to do the chords in between. You're just going to play that melody out. And I do have some tabs here. Learn the melody. Learn to pick it out. Spend time with that first. Make sure you know the chords separately, and then make sure you know this melody. And once you do, then you're going to put it together, okay? And you kind of have to listen and hear it as you're doing it. And it should become pretty natural. Okay, so here we go. You ready to give it a try? Okay, here's the melody of the first part. You notice I'm just on strings 3 and 2. And you notice these two fingers are doing all the work. And then we go to the B minor chord. That's going to be right there, right? And the note is actually here. It's still on that third string that I'm looking for, but you're playing the E minor with that to bring in a little more depth to it. C, that song is on 2 strings, okay? There's where you go off of it, right there. It's the open, and it's the 4th string. Only one time. Everything else is on strings 2 and 3, okay? So these 2 fingers are getting the work out. So it's a good practice because it teaches those fingers to work. You notice I'm resting my thumb. It's ready for action. It's not playing anything, but it's letting those 2 fingers do the work on those 2 strings, okay? All right, so now that we did that part, now it's time to play the chord and then play the melody in between. Okay, so let's give it a try. So we're going to start out G, D, C, G, D, C, G. C, G. So that's how you do it. So spend time learning that melody. And then put it together with the chords. And so I'm not going to play the whole thing, or definitely it might ding me. There is a little intro that you can do it. And basically what it is on the 4th string, I put my middle finger right there at the 7th fret. And then again, this middle finger is dedicated to string 2. So it'll be string 2. And then your thumb is going to pick up the 4th string, right? So it'll go middle finger, thumb, middle finger, 1st finger. So it's something if you want to add. If you listen to some of the other players, a lot of them start with that. The song itself just starts out with it, with just one note, and it's on a beat. So I've heard it done different ways, but when they're doing this fingerstyle, a lot of times I'll use that for the opening. Okay, so there we go. All right. So give that a try, and I think we're going to end it right there. I do want to let you know that coming up in March, I think it's March the 12th, I'll put the information up there to make sure I'm correct. There is a guitar festival that's happening in Winters, California. It's called the Art Guitar Festival. They've done this before, and it's actually a lot of fun. Art Guitars is a school for luthiers. But they bring builders in from all over, and also students, and they're going to have demonstrations on guitar building and everything. But it's almost a full day there in the city of Winters, and they'll have booths and everything set up, and guitar makers from all over. set up in the, they call it the hotel. It's kind of an old hotel. And it's just a really neat place to visit winters. If you've never been there, you should go. It's very quaint. And but this is a really fun festival that's happening. So I just wanted to let you know about it. So if you happen to be in California, in the area, in March, on that date, March the 12th, and you want to have some fun, spend a couple hours, I'm going to be there. You might see me. And I'm going to actually go around and maybe do some interviews with the different builders and share that with you as well. But I wanted to let you know about that. And I think that's it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, all the stuff. I appreciate it. It helps my channel. And I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are in this world.